sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Oakland Raiders. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Bradford on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down, Bradford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver, 79 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right. Connects it to Roberts, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. Roberts got it. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Roberts has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down and 4. They'll run the option left. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run the option left. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run the option left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Anthony Barr in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Carr rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked up, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski
different
was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them zero favors with that return.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come up in an offset eye. Back near the goal line, Bradford. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Murray the lone setback. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Screenplay, McKinnon. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bradford now from the 50. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Third and short yardage. Bradford dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Bradford on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Bradford. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Bradford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. Bradford now. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Pruitt from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Carr now on first down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Bradford being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Murray, the lone setback. They go back to, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with a, yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. Hey, I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. Both teams appear ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And give him a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
That's caught at the 2. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. dangerous wide receiver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coach is always. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Robinson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. The hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw his Carr. He'll buy some time right. He finds Roberts complete. A gain of 32 that time. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Connects it to Roberts right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Working from the gun, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Escape, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Sharif Floyd able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Bradford, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jihad Ward able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue.
4th down, Bradford, and he's able to find Diggs. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here at 1st and 10. Throwing, Bradford, completing it to the right side, Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Bradford, wow, he's going to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And they're going to speed things up here. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brian Robinson in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
They go play action for Murray. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
on plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
After review of the play, the line on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Here's Carr to throw. Here's Wolford over the middle. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing here, Bradford, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
A second down throw for Bradford. That is caught inside the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point try now for Walsh. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And so we have the touch. Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Charles, it's one.